Blog Talk Radio.
Now, you want to get into this, let's get into it. This sorry operation needs to stop. And I'm talking about some real.
Bang. You know me, Jeffrey John.
I hate y'all niggas.
Rapping fast don't mean you can rap, so shut the fuck up.
Shit like that.
You ain't shit.
Yo, welcome to another episode of ASG Radio. I'm your host, June, and I got my boy Foster and Jose. Y'all can introduce yourselves, though.
It's your boy Foster Child, UC ASG. You know, some say Mr. KOTD. You know, that bag just went up, so yeah.
Yeah, they got to come out their pocket, man. You prime time now.
It's over with.
You already know who it is. I'm right here, man. Jose Langston, what you thinking? Inktown ATA, you already know. And it is what it is.
How y'all doing, man?
Chilling, man.
All right.
Ready for another good show.
Yeah, man. Let's kick it off. I want to start it off with some news in hip hop. We had a loss. We had a loss of a few people in one incident, but the most notable loss out of that group was King Von, and I'd like to send condolences out to his people, his guys, his family. A lot of people have mixed feelings about what's going on with, the Chicago movement and things that's going on, but you never want to see any black person or any person in general lose their lives, especially over something so silly. So.
Yeah, man, that loss hit home for me, dog. Like I listen to King Von damn near just about every day, to be honest. Like I think when I found out about it, I was probably listening to his album. So like, I don't know, that one hit a little different because I'm one of them people that's been following him since he first got out of prison and got to it. So yeah, that one. It comes with the territory and the lifestyle and the talking shit on social media and all that. So, I can't say it surprises me, but, just the way it went down, it wasn't in the way that I would have expected it to occur. But, yeah, definitely, rest in peace. And another tough loss, another young guy, 26 years old. So, yeah.
Wow.
I just started paying attention to that whole movement at the beginning of COVID. I always call you, Foster. I always inbox you my questions about
the Chicago
movement. Man.
Yeah, and Foster has every fucking answer. If you wanna know about Chicago, I know he's a BD for real. I think he lives in Chicago and ain't said nothing. This nigga knows everything. So this is how I learned by hitting him up. But the crazy thing about it is, I see, once you start paying attention to the Chicago movement and you get to knowing who's who, and you start to follow them on IG and Twitter, you start to see different things. And the thing that I saw last week, that was somebody, I can't remember who said it, but they was like, y'all act like King Von is indestructible or something, and this, that, and other. And 2 days later, even though this wasn't an op from Chicago that did this stuff, right. You know what I'm saying? But this happens. So it's like when you see it happen with Chicago, with the people that's in the drill music, when you see it happen or hear about it happening, you're not surprised. But at the same time, it's never, a pleasant thing to hear about. You know what I'm saying? These guys, Von was a gangster. He was out there. He was in the streets like that. He lived what he rapped about, and it shouldn't be a shock like something like this happens, but you never want to see it. or hear about it.
Definitely.
I know, Jose, you lost right now, but don't worry about it. I'll get you up to speed, though. Inbox Foster, man. Just start inboxing. Ask him who to follow. He'll tell you. He's the reference guy, man.
Yeah, but B. Foster, he know a lot about what's going on in a lot of different areas in hip-hop.
I mean,
yeah, a little bit of that.
Jack of all trades, you know. So we had a nice couple battles Sunday, man. KOTD, man. What was it? The North Division?
Yeah, round 2, North Division had the 2 tournament battles, and then one off that they put together on semi-short notice. But yeah,
you know what?
Okay.
I think that short notice battle you're referring to is Stackboy Chuck versus Michael Ice, and I think it could have been so much better with more prep.
Yeah.
Well, how much prep did they get? I just figured that we found out. Oh, okay. So we found out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
2 weeks is not a lot of time.
It's not a lot of time.
I mean,
it's not a lot of time.
Yeah, considering they did pretty good though. I think it's good.
Battles, it's one of those battles. If you're in this NBR, you want to see this battle. Like you was hoping they'd go down, you know, at a local event, but you know they got a better platform with the KLTD. I just wish if they'd have had about a month prep time, you would have seen a fire battle. I know Shotty Horror was not impressed. Did y'all see that?
Was he not impressed?
Oh my God. He didn't even comment on it. He said,
I thought it was a damn good battle, honestly.
Now, see, I didn't. That was the battle that I missed. What did Shotty Horror say?
Yeah, I want to know.
Basically, he said, "Get that battle out of here." That was not it. No, that was not it.
All right, what did everybody else say? Because it sounded like Shotty just like, you know, hey, I'm the only white boy rapper in this motherfucker.
Yeah, I had similar feeling.
Because Chuck
wasn't nothing. It was nothing but hate. Nothing but hate. He didn't have nothing. All he said was, "This battle is not it. This is not. This shouldn't be on KOTD. Get it out of here." No.
That's what all the judges felt like, or?
No, that's what Shotty Horror said.
Oh, okay, so maybe that just wasn't his cup of tea. It was too street or too many punches.
I didn't see anything wrong with the battle. I thought it was a good battle.
Yeah.
In my opinion. In my opinion. I'm a fan of, both of them. So, yeah, maybe, I don't know. I can't say I was biased because they had some shit. They was pretty good, in my opinion.
Now, if you was judging, who would you would have gave it to?
Oh, I gave it to Scott.
If I was judging?
Scott Boy? Okay.
Yeah. Chuck brought three rounds. Ice brought like 2.5. Yeah. And it was his third was kind of a risky angle. Either it was going to go over really well, or people were going to be like, all right, well, kind of get to it, because But yeah. But Ice had two good. Some people gave Ice the first 2 rounds and gave Chuck the third. So overall, it was a good back and forth.
Well, as in the great words of Stu Surf, you only need 2 rounds to win a battle.
Yeah.
Best out of 3.
Man, don't start with that shit, man. Don't start with that shit. Don't start with that shit. We're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna get into that too, but the next battle was M City versus Times, and when I tell you, for me, it lived up to the hype. Foster, what you think about that battle?
That was a good battle. I think that Times just the energy just shifted the minute, like Jose was saying earlier when he was talking. I think the energy just shifted once times started to rap, and it's not just all aggression. Like, he really is saying things on top of the aggression, which makes him almost impossible to beat. I'm still floored by the fact that he clearly beat Real Deal, or beat him well enough to where the King of the Dot vote, the fan vote, only had times losing by 2%.
Wow.
Yeah, against Real Deal, like that's still mind blowing.
Real Deal was
got
more fans. Yeah, so you would expect a landslide decision.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people voted for Real Deal just because they like Real Deal just more as a person. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta think that there's gonna be a lot of people that vote for Real Deal just because. So for it to be that close, I mean, that's insane. We're talking about the King of the Dot champ. But anyways, moving back to the M City battle, I think that M City kind of went into it knowing that Times had that ability to be more explosive, so he kind of tried to match that aggression, and I think it took him out of his element and took away from what he excels at as a battle rapper. Because the first round or two was very, I don't know, extra, man. It just it shows. It doesn't, it just didn't come off natural. But as far as writing, he did very well, writing. At least in the first round, I remember the most. Like how he talked about how Times hangs out with Crips, and he's a Philly Aaron McKee and a Philly 8, or because Aaron McKee was played for Philly and he was number 8. I thought that was pretty crazy, but yeah, I mean, he came out the gate pretty good. I talked to some people that definitely gave City the first round, but Times just continued to write up every round and definitely closed it crazy with some crazy moments in the battle. But Jose,
I really like the M City Times battle. That's when I had got on Twitch to I was hoping to catch the Stack Boy Ice, of course. That's something Michigan been waiting on for a long time. But unfortunately, when I clicked on, it just went off. I'm like, ain't this about a? But it is what it is. But the M City versus Times, that was equally fire. I wasn't disappointed. To be honest, I think it was bad for M City the whole night. His first round was probably his best round. It was probably his strongest round. But it's like soon as Time started rapping, like you felt it, like, oh, this is about to go all the way left. You know what I mean? And that wasn't even really no favoritism. But it's just like ball. When Jordan came back, and he had to go against Orlando Magic, he wasn't conditioned into playing ball. You feel me? And that's what we've seen with M City. I feel like he didn't have his conditioning up. This is Times, who just got done battling before the tournament. M City said he hasn't even watched a battle in 6 years. You know what I mean? If you're not engaged with the sport and then you hop back into the playoffs, the literal playoffs, you know what I mean?
Right.
You're probably not going to get far. You know what I mean? And then with Times' aggression, it wasn't like it was over-aggression. That was just natural. You know what I mean? That was Times being Times. You know what I mean? And that's why, and I think that's how he got the upper hand on Real Deal, because Real Deal is more smooth. He'll turn up on certain punches, but he can't hang with Times when it comes to aggression like that. And like I said, this is the literal playoffs. You know what I mean? Everything is more aggressive. This is battle rap. You know what I mean? People want to see a fight. They want to see who wanted more. For 50 racks, man, I'm going crazy for 50 racks. You know what I mean? No disrespect, but and that's why M City pushed Times. I don't think that was what City had portrayed it as. Like, well, I felt like that was going to get a battle more flavor or whatever. I felt that was more so like he had to stand his ground. You know what I mean? And show like, man, this nigga Times ain't about to lyrically punk me. You know what I mean? Like, right. I didn't come to lose. You know what I mean? He wasn't more so pushing Times. He was more so pushing to win the battle. You feel me? And it just came out it came out weird. You know what I mean? I kind of wish City ain't do that, but the battle was fire altogether though.
Well, my take on it was when I watched it, I was like, at the end, I was like 2-1 either way. I wasn't, I just couldn't. I don't know. It was just City was good to me. Times was the scary thing about Times is, like Foster mentioned, is usually you have to worry about his energy. But Times got when he got bars, when he actually saying some shit instead of just it ain't all just street shit. When he got bars, he was tough out. You ain't beating that. So I know after that watch, I need to see it again. But I said 2-1 either way. I wouldn't be mad either way. But I was most impressed with Times' third because City had a good third, and I'm thinking, Times might not be able to beat this third, and he won that third.
Yeah, that third was probably the clearest round of the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. But City's third was good. It just Times was just that much better. It was just, I was like, Times going to really have to bring it for this third, and he did convincingly. Third was good. The next battle we talking about, and I actually thought in this next battle, I picked Sharon to win the whole tournament after the first, after this first round. I mean, not first round of this battle, but after the first round of the tournament. I said, Sharon's not losing this tournament. And he ran up on the Marvelous one. And it's levels, man. It's levels. That's all I can say. Those first 2 rounds for Marv. And Marv had a good third, but them first 2 rounds of Marv was just he crafted those rounds. I'm proud of Marv, man. I gave it to Marv 2-1. It might have been a gentleman's 30, but Foster, what you
30?
Might have been. Man.
Well, I liked the angle he took in the second round. That was an unbeatable round for sure. As far as, because anybody that knows about Marv knows that I think he has a brother who's autistic.
Yeah.
Because Pat Stay brought it up, right?
Yeah. That's what started that whole cow shit.
Exactly. So that was a unique angle that Marv was able to take that a lot of people may not be able to. Because even if other artists, had that situation, it's not public enough to where people can connect it quickly. That second round was pretty unstoppable. I think people didn't like the fact that I think that the clarity of him rapping fast-paced, I don't think it was picked up on camera very well. Me personally, I was able to pick up and catch a lot of his punches, but a lot of people were saying it was rushed. I don't think it was any more rushed than it was when he battled Shotty P, though. But I don't know. Sharon was kind of talking to him in that thing. Huh?
Yeah, the third, he went kind of crazy with the third.
Man, he said if doing features was half off as a person, said his beats was deep fried. He said that he's only a legend in Detroit, nowhere else. He ain't got no million-view battles. That nigga was kind of, I don't know, he was kind of punishing Marv in that third round. I don't know.
I did like Marv's third, though.
I can't remember what he was talking about in his third, to be honest. And then in the first, the other one the one that tipped the scales for me in the first was the couple of rebuttals he had, or that the on spot freestyles he had about Finkel Road and I already got the money in the bag times like.
Yeah. That was
Sharon is a monster.
Sharon is Sharon, man.
Yeah.
Who'd you pick to win the battle? It sounds like you kind of leaning towards Sharon, man.
Honestly, to be honest,
fucked up, Foster.
Right, I know. I mean, the battle was very close. The battle came down to nearly probably one vote on Twitch.
Wow.
It was 50-50 for about 5 minutes on the polls and shit like that. But I don't know. That was a great Marv though. A shaky Marv.
Don't forget where you at, Boston.
Huh? I'm glad I had to judge. Yeah, I'm glad I had to judge it. I'll just say that because I feel like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, you can lean towards the home side and feel okay with that, but at the same time, you know, you want to, you know, give just due to, you know, each side equally. So I don't know. Good battle. It's crazy. That battle was crazy. I'm glad I ended up going and seeing it in person because I don't think it would have did it justice just watching it on the.
So who won, Marv or Sharon Foster?
Actually, Marv won because he's going on to the next round. So yeah, Marv won.
Damn.
He said he's known for 2-on-2, so you know why do they call you Marv One? He was strong talking. They was both talking. That was a great battle.
So let me ask y'all this because I don't know. I haven't looked at the updated bracket. Who's all left in the tourney still?
All right, so we got Times versus Jay Murder. We got Excel versus Marv.
Oh, that's gonna be bad. Shout out to Jay Murder though, but. For Jay Murder.
You think so? Did you see him versus Show Off?
Wait, what's gonna be bad? Why do you think this?
He beat Show Off? I didn't know that's who he had last round. Okay.
Actually, that was kind of
Show Off crazy. That's what I want to see. Show Off versus Times. Okay.
Honestly,
Jay Murder might be the different nuggets of this tourney.
Yeah, I mean, who did he beat in the first? Oh, he beat Rich Dollars. That was a pretty shitty Rich Dollars, but Jay Murder looked pretty good versus Show Off.
Wow.
I had him losing against Show Off. Like,
I gotta apologize to Jay Murder, man. I never guessed in a million years that he would beat no Show Off. I didn't mean to cut you off, Foster. My bad, man. That blew me away, man.
It blew you. So you must really think that Show Off is like super fire though.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I give Show Off about a strong 7.5. However, I think, but for real, on average, I give Jay Murder like a 5, like a 4.4, bro. Like Jay Murder, he's not hitting me. And the reason I say that because a lot of times when I'm watching his battles, one thing that, and I'll be honest, man, this go for all the battle rap. I'll be real. When I'm watching battles, if I can guess what you about to say, I take points away for that. You know what I mean? Like, you've been right. A lot of the time, like, I know where he about to go with this shit. Like, and I be like, It is like, when I be watching Jay Murder battles, I don't be inspired to rap. I don't be wanting to watch no more Jay Murder battles. Jay Murder just don't do it for me. But to each his own. That's why it's 8 million battle rappers.
Yeah.
Jose is the most unpredictable nigga.
Well, am I tripping? Jay Murder fire like that?
No.
I didn't know. This is news to me.
I wouldn't say that Jay Murder is predictable, but I would say that he's definitely acquired taste. Huh?
The predictable part is what's that's what surprised me. I can't predict.
Yeah. That's to me. That's just to me. Like a lot of times when he rapping, I'm like, all right, well he probably gonna end this punch like this, and then he do it. I'm like, well maybe I just didn't heard him enough times that I can guess what he about to do. I mean, I feel like I be having the same problem with Tay-Rock. A lot of times I know what Tay-Rock about to say.
Oh, yeah. Tay-Rock is a pretty basic guy, but I look at Jay Murder as being pretty unorthodox. But I feel like he can be overly unorthodox. I feel kind of exact opposite, where I feel like he can be overly unorthodox, and it makes it difficult for the crowd to absorb the bar the right way.
But Show Off ain't really been battling like that. He probably got ring rust. I'm not trying to give Show Off no excuses, but wow. Okay, well, I still don't see him beating Times. It might be a good battle at best, but these battles is judged. We ain't doing classics in this tourney.
Well,
you got Jay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think that because Jay Murder and Show Off are so close, because these dudes are very, they're pretty close. I think that Show Off didn't turn up like he did. Like he clearly lost the first round, and it was because he didn't turn up until the second and third round. It was a close battle though. It was close.
Yeah, it's close.
Plus the whole team, because Poison Pen is the host, and there's been a lot of Team Hami members at the East Coast events, so it's been pretty, in favor of Team Hami. I mean, XL is the other nigga that's still on the East Coast side, and he is also Team Hami. So there's that. But anywho, it'll be cool.
So Times has Jay Murder.
Yep.
And XL has Marv 1.
Marv. And then Cyberboy and Diz. Wow. And then So Severe and somebody else from the West. So Severe and I don't know. It's not the Doors.
You don't know?
Nah. I'm drawing a huge blank on the last one. So Severe or something, man. Yeah.
I can't think of who it is either.
Yeah, it's somebody on the West Coast though. I'm trying to think. I can't remember who all was in the tournament. All I can think of is the people that lost, the Source and Frat. But anyway,
moving on. We want to give a prediction on the Marv 1 and Marv 1 versus
that Marv 1 and
Jay Murder versus Times.
I definitely got Times over Jay Murder. I like the clash as far as like two street battlers. Like Times did pretty well with the bar heavy, street archetype guys. So it'll be interesting to see that conversation with Murder. And then as far as Marvin XL, that battle could literally go either way. I have no idea. I guess I would just go with Marv for the sake of momentum. And then Diz and Fireboy, who knows? Fireboy's been on fire though. Yeah, I refuse to call him Hayes the family man. I just can't do it.
That is totally disrespectful, man. He is Hayes the family man. Totally.
That's actually Cyrus written backwards, if you didn't know.
For sure. Jose, who you got, man? I'm scared to hear this shit though.
Liable to say anything.
You probably fell asleep, dog. He didn't answer. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with my prediction. I'm going to say I got Times beating Jay Murder, and I got Marv beating XL. And the reason why is because I think Marv has figured some things out. You know what I'm saying? Because he kind of outsmarted Sharon. I think he knew he couldn't really rap with him. So he had those angles where he went at it. He attacked his opponent. And I think, maybe Marv might do that with XL. I know lyrically, I think XL is one of those guys that you're taking a big chance trying to outbar him. And I think Marv is just gonna craft something up. After that Sharon's performance, I don't see Marv losing to XL. And of course, the Jay Murder versus Times, I just think that energy is going to be crazy for that battle. But I just think Times is winning over with the people, man. He's becoming a favorite.
He's turned into a favorite. He's turned into a favorite of the tournament for sure. I'd be curious to see what is a social media going, because I feel like he's got love from. I mean, I saw Snake Eyes call him out. I saw T-Pain was in the. I don't know if T-Pain said anything about that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
T-Pain was in the chat.
T-Pain
he gave Times a shout out.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire.
It is fire, man.
I just hope that everybody. I just hope that everybody capitalizes and maximizes the opportunity they got. Like Times might fuck around and leave with a sunglass endorsement or something. Like anything is possible.
You got to make the most of this moment, man.
Yeah, big time.
Big time.
I know.
Jose, where you at, man?
Well, I got some camera time. Shit.
Oh, I'm back. I came back probably about 2 minutes ago.
Okay, you gotta let us know when you dipping or something, man. For goddamn.
My bad, man. My bad. Had a little situation. I'm right back though.
So who you got in these next two battles? The Marv 1 battle versus Excel and J Murder versus Times. Who you got? Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Hey, man, Jose is fucking. Jose,
I got
you. Some bullshit.
All right. I got Marv. I got Marv.
You got Marv beating everybody.
Man, it's hard to bet against Marv. And then now I'm doing the science. I'm doing the breakdown. He just battled Impose on a Michigan league, right? And he got that out the way. Who else did he just battle?
Don Marino.
He got that out the way. So the last thing on his plate is this tournament gonna help solidify his legacy and put $50,000. Give him $50,000. What?
Breaking that shit.
I think 110% of his focus is on this battle. I don't see how. And the battle in the Northern Division, they in the Detroit, ain't they? If this battle ends up being in the Detroit, and I don't.
Oh, I just remember who.
What can X do with Marv in any room? No hate, and this ain't no hate. But what can X do with Marv? For real.
I think he's a slightly better writer than Marv.
Yeah.
It's just going to determine what angles is XL, because there's definitely a reoccurring angle that comes up with him, but I don't know. Marv is pretty smart with that shit. Like exactly. I didn't know.
Exactly.
Like Marv, he was smart in that he said that you can't do what you do with these other black rappers that you battle. You can't like he tries to use because everybody tries to gun bar with a dude like Sharon. And Marv, is smarter than that. He takes a different approach. But I'm starting to recollect what his third round was about. It was talking about how he used to go door to door and scam old people, and if you win this $50,000, nothing will change. But I'm gonna use the $50,000 to help my neighborhood, and that was a good approach. That was a good approach.
Yeah.
Marv is good. Marv is good when he wants to be. I feel like I've also seen some very shaky Marv, the Impose battle included. So
that's also in the middle of this.
I just remember who the last person battling is So Severe versus Saint.
Oh, how can we forget?
Saint is a sleeper. He's capable of winning the whole thing, and we might get a Times and Saint rematch as well.
You said we might end up getting a what? My phone started breaking up. You said what?
A Times and Saint rematch.
Oh, that would be fire. That would be fire. Times 2-1.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Hey, Foster, who won that first one?
Honestly, I don't know. It all depends. Saint had a boatload of time flips.
I remember that. That's all he had was time slips.
That's all he had. I mean, he had some good ones. He had some damn good ones, but I don't know. It was kind of redundant.
Winning that battle back then.
Yeah.
Because Newborn was.
And that was like 3 years ago, wasn't it?
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in Boston. I remember.
Yeah, that had to be about 3 years ago. Yeah.
Yep. Saint was a.
Well, I want to take a minute. I know this battle hasn't came out, but this weekend also was Survivor Series, and we had a local. We had one of our local guys here from Detroit, Piranha. He battled Dre Dennis, and the battle was a judge battle. Yep. And they also had a side bet. And when this battle was announced, I'm not going to lie, I was the first one to say, hey, man, don't run up on Dre. And I actually was thinking Dre could win, but I talked to Piranha a couple of times before the battle, and he was just ultra confident. And he was ultra confident in the face-off. You know, Dre was talking his shit. Piranha just knew, and the battle hasn't came out, but he did win the money. He did. Right. He did get he got the dub with the judges. And to be honest, I think it's an incredible feat. I think he's ready. Foster? Yeah.
I mean, given the fact that battle was definitely a road game, in a sense that, you know, I know Dre was in there with the Loud Boys, and I mean, as far as Midwest people, it was Piranha, it was Coogee, it was Truffaut. That's it. And I mean, for him to go to URL where, well, I mean, Piranha's is battled on URL, going on 4 or 5 times, but I mean, Dre Dennis is super veteran. Like, that nigga battles a whole lot. So for Piranha to go in there with that type of pressure and to, you know, put that amount of money on the line, like, we're not talking about a couple of dollars. We talking about some serious cheese. And, you know, the way Piranha made it look, like, he was like, hey, man, I don't give a fuck who you choose for these judges. Like, just you know, bring them here. Like,
I saw that interview on with Uncle Rob, and he said, I let him pick the judges. I told him, you pick the judges. I don't care.
Yeah, we talking about Dre Dennis. We talking about a dude that is in the 100% within the mix of battle rap. He could have picked any of these fools that you know is lightweight people that he books or I mean it's crazy, but that confidence will go a long way when you are that sure of yourself. Nobody can tell you shit. And I can't wait to see that battle. You said what?
That's a hell of a gamble. You pick the judges. I don't care.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cause I feel like Dre Dennis has been around so long that it's almost a compromising decision to let him choose anybody. Really, this dude has been all around the world.
Yeah. And
when it's all said and done, though, Drake. My bad, June. Go ahead. I'm sorry. When it's all said and done, Dre Dennis is gonna be one of the best battle rappers ever. So the fact that P went in there and did what he did, it speaks even harder value, even louder volumes. You know what I mean? Because we gotta, as a culture, you know, P need more respect on his name, bro. Like, Piranha a beast, man. And Dre Dennis might not be a Hall of Famer right now, but when it's all said and done, he definitely gonna be one. I think who's actually been battled right now? I think it's only DNA and what's the Souls or something?
I don't think DNA is matching him right now.
No, he passed. The Source is the only one ahead of him, and he's trying to pass him this year. But I think he needs like 12 more battles or something crazy. He's probably booked them out.
Nah.
Huh?
Nah, I don't think it's gonna happen this year unless he battled twice every weekend.
Well, the week he was in Flint, he went from Flint to Texas, so he was supposed to battle twice that weekend. He battled Piranha. I want to say he battled either Saturday. I want to say he battled on that Sunday. That nigga, I mean, he has his own league, so he can book 2 battles. Oh, he's got Ill Will coming up, by the way, right around Christmas. He got Ill Will, but I mean,
on what league?
Gate.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No.
Oh, wow. That'll be a good.
He can book himself, so he has the ability to book a lot of battles and not leave his house. Damn near. What were you saying?
I'll have a lot more respect for Dre Dennis if he can pull that off by the end of this physical year. But as far as the footage and his legacy go, you know what I mean? I would just rather that's a record he gonna beat anyway. You know what I mean? I'd rather him drop quality material like him versus Ill Will. I want to see some of the best Dre Dennis. I don't want to see no rush Dre Dennis because he got another battle in 29 minutes after Ill Will.
What's
I'm gonna
crazy
tell you
is,
something,
for the most
I'm gonna
part,
tell you something. Drake always puts on. He doesn't come out trash. He always puts on. Every time he performs.
And I wasn't suggesting.
It's not like you getting
that he was.
I'm just saying. You said you rather have him do quality battles. He comes out with quality every time.
Okay, well,
every single
time.
Trying
to make it seem like he not bringing us quality at all. But he's trying to beat a world record. You know how much pressure he's putting on himself? This ain't like another day. I'm not saying.
Nah, that's not pressure because the only record is to show up for the battle. He's trying to break a record of quantity, not quality anyway. So it's really not that much pressure.
No,
but
he can show up and choke, and the battle goes on his record. But
right, which he rarely does, which is what makes it so remarkable. Is that I can only count. Early Dre Dennis used to choke here and there. I do know that, but nowadays you will not catch him. You will not catch him slip. Watch that A-Ward battle, by the way. That was a great battle. Did you see that, John?
Hey man, Dre showed out.
Yeah, once again. Top-notch competition. He does a lot of one-rounders though, which makes it a little easy. Even though I don't know, he spit decently, nice length rounds.
It was still 9 minutes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's sometimes equivalent to a full battle, but yeah, he's very underappreciated because you know exactly what you're gonna get from him. You do not have to worry about whether or not he's gonna recycle, choke, or not show up. So that was a nice Dre Dennis appreciation. I don't even know where that came from, but
you have something you want to talk about with
speaking of choking.
Wow.
How y'all feeling?
Speaking of what?
How y'all feel? Speaking of choking, how y'all feel about 2-3 retirement or quit? Because it's a difference. I'll be honest. Back in the day, I used to work at a couple fast food joints, and I ain't never retired from none of them. So it is a difference.
Wow.
So how do y'all feel about him quitting battle rap?
I'll go first. Yeah, first and foremost, we know he's not retiring from battle rap. The minute they, the minute they drop another nice little chunk of change, he'll be back. It sounds good. It's good promotion, builds up the anticipation, et cetera, et cetera. So that's that. But For him to go out like that after a couple unsuccessful performances, it definitely makes him seem like a quitter. You know, retiring is one thing, but it's another to shit the bed 2 times in a row and then call it quits. So, I mean, does he need to sit down and reevaluate his motivation and what he's really doing this for? He definitely needs to do that. But is this the last time we're going to see Sue Surf ever? Like, it's almost impossible. Who can we say that about?
That quit and really quit? Honestly, nobody. Everybody came back.
I mean, like Heartless. I mean, there's a couple guys, but
nobody.
I
forgot about Heartless.
Yeah. He legit became a what's it called? A magician. He's actually a super cool magician now. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Heartless. I haven't seen him do it lately on Instagram, but dude is really good at magic. Like really good at it.
Does he still go by the name Heartless, or is he something else now?
What the hell? Why is Cheatham calling? My bad. I'm not sure if that's his still his alias. Oh yeah, Hart McBride, because his last name is McBride. Like Shy McBride, his dad, the actor.
That's right.
McBride. Yeah. So he's got raising a kid now. So he kind of on his family man shit. On his Hayes, the family man shit.
Well, my thoughts on Sue Surf quitting. I don't have any thoughts on it. I don't think he's quitting. I'm thinking he's waiting for the next big bag. I know he has some other things on his plate that he's concentrating on. And, Surf is a go-getter, man. Anytime you reach a level where he's achieved, where he can get a battle and get $20,000 for a battle, if the timing is right, he's going to take that battle. So I don't think he's quitting. I just think, he's probably taking some time out. He has a lot of things on the floor. He has a mixtape deal. He just opened a barbershop. He has a lot of things going on in his favor, and that's good. But I just think at some point somebody's going to offer him a bag for a battle, and it's going to be a battle he's interested in, and he's going to headline. It's going to be Sue Surf return. He's ready. They're going to advertise it, and he's been sitting on the sideline. He's ready. And he's going to get what he wants. Now, I don't know.
And he's also scared. He's also scared shitless of John and Don. Can you imagine if he, with the performances he's had the last two, if he stood in front of somebody that would really body you like John, he would be in serious.
But think of it like this, though, as well. If he takes enough time off, think about this, though. If he takes enough time off, and he can actually craft 3 rounds that he'll actually remember and recite, it'll be a fight.
I think the only thing that will save him is if these crowds get a little bit bigger, and he can kind of use that as a crutch. I don't think that more time means anything because he was booked for Loaded Lux 7 months in advance, and it did nothing.
Man, I ain't got
nothing.
No, it was the echo, man. It was the echo.
Oh yeah, the echo. My bad. It was the echo.
It was the echo, man. So,
Well, once a couple more people get in that room and the echo is gone, he's good money.
Yeah, he's good money, man.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yeah, dog.
That's the way it is.
That sounded like a real echo. I don't know how you did that shit.
Hey, man.
I think
but I like that topic about whether or not a judge battle can still be debatable and shit. I'm for one to have my own opinion, regardless if it's contrary to the masses. So shit, I'm still gonna feel the way I want to feel about a battle, regardless of whether it was judged or not, because we see some of the judging can be kind of, fucked up. So, yeah.
Right. And you don't know how they judge them if they're going off of, you know what I mean? They could be going off of, how well did they do compared to their last battle, or, they just might be a fan, so everything they say is inspired to them. You never know, for real, where a judge point of view is coming from. I think it should always be at least 5 judges, because 3 judges, I don't know. 3, you can sway 3 judges. It's harder to sway 5 people.
Right.
Well, even still, if I don't care how many judges that there are,
right, it wouldn't matter.
You're going to have your own opinion. It's an opinionated sport. Let's just get that out the way. So
it's not like basketball when you're counting baskets.
It's always going to be up for debate. Like for instance, like you can have somebody like win the tournament, right? But somewhere along that line, you might think they lost to a certain person within the tournament and shouldn't have been there in the first place. Even though, like, when it comes to battles that are judged, I'll come out and openly say, they won because it was a judged battle. However, if I thought differently, I would say, but he didn't really win. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, my man got cheated, or, you know what I'm saying? And I'll give you a perfect example. I think it was J. Will versus KG the Poet in the USF. I actually thought J. Will did enough to win.
Right.
And KG the Poet won. It was a judge battle.
Right.
So I just didn't think, you're going to have your own opinion. Judges are good for records, if you're keeping records of this stuff, but as long as you have an opinionated sport where there's no winner and no loser, and, where there's no, like, points involved, like, it's not like basketball or football, like Foster said, it's an opinion. The judges have opinions. Your opinion might differ for the judges, so who knows, man? It's always, battle rap is always going to be a debatable sport, period.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this, though. Does choking in a round mean you automatically lose that round?
That's another subjective one because I mean,
Jose, what did you say?
I said to me, yes, because I'm from the '90s. I came up on where it was. Remember what was that Fight Club when they was rapping against across the pool table, and when they was rapping and when they was rapping across the street from that Brooklyn Bridge. That's when I started watching battle rap. And if you choke, ain't nobody want to hear what you had to say. It's over. Your opponent's turn now. You feel what I'm saying? And it's a little bit more lenient now, and I think that's because we live in a participation award culture, But if you choke, and I'm not saying like you stumble a little bit. I'm saying, and they was harsh like that. You stumble a little bit, they don't want to hear what you have to say. But I'm saying a hard choke, like you like, hold on, let me bring it back. And you up there trying to think of your man, it's over, man. It's the slam dunk contest. Once you get that third attempt, we know what you're trying to do already. We're not even impressed no more. We don't care. Just wrap that shit up. I think it's the same thing in battle rap. If you got a heavy choke, you lost that round. You know what I mean? You got to take your L and let's move on to the next round.
Okay, well, let me put this scenario out there, all right? So this is the part where it gets kind of tricky for me. I do agree. If you choke, you lose that round. Me and Foster had this discussion many a times, but let's say, for instance, you have a battler that chokes in a round, but he said the most fire shit in the battle, right? And in that same round, his opponent doesn't shake the room, doesn't get no reaction, is basically trash. You know what I'm saying? Does he still win the round because he didn't choke?
He won that round, but he still lost the battle.
Whoa.
Time out.
Without hearing the other round?
Oh, wait, you said it's a one-rounder now?
No, it's 3 rounds. But you said he lost the battle. How you lose the battle? Because he
Maybe I misunderstood the question. Maybe I misunderstood the question.
You can lose the whole battle because you choking around?
No. I said okay. I misunderstood the question. That's okay. That's clear.
Let me run it back.
Yeah, run it back one more time. I'm sorry.
Say it happens in the first round, Jim. Yes.
Round one.
Yeah.
Melo goes crazy on Jose. Melo chokes in the middle of the round, but he says some of the most fiery shit you ever heard or ever been said to you. Jose comes up. You didn't let me finish, man.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
Jose comes up and says nothing. Some of his bars don't even rhyme. Some of it is changed. Some of it is recycled. Does he win the round?
So you saying is there an exception to the rule?
Yes.
Is there an exception?
Yes.
It depends on the round length, man. I'm gonna be honest.
It can't be. It can't be that white. No.
It gotta be like if you choke in. Listen, if the guy chokes, if Melo chokes, and he got most of his round out, like we knew it was fire, or he got at least half of his round out.
That's why I feel like it can't be.
Man. I shouldn't have used you in the.
Right. Because Melo don't even choke like that. But
no.
But it can't be that cut and dry. I think because like you said, did he get through 2 minutes of 2:15 of material? Like there's a lot more variables that go into it besides just clearly saying flat out he lost because he choked. Because like I said, sometimes a motherfucker have a fire ass round, cut it early, and the other dude has subpar to garbage. I feel like it's hard to just give him the round when the other guy doesn't spit a good, doesn't spit at least decent round. It's tough, man. That's why it really doesn't pay to. It really don't pay.
I'll be honest.
What?
All I was gonna say is I'll be honest. It'd be times I'll watch a battle on the URL app and I'll be like, yeah, I got such and such winning, just based off my opinion. But I'll look at the scorecard and I'll actually be hitting that button when I be like in bars, that reaction button, and like do from the reaction button, I got the other person winning. You know what I mean? So
I'm not surprised.
So it do kind of
all that reaction button does is count punches. It doesn't even factor in the angle aspect where like, oh, if somebody has a dog ass angle but there may not be that many punches in the round, how do you score that?
That's true, but I hit the button for stuff like that. Anytime I'm impressed, I hit the button.
The button be too loud. I don't even like judge. I don't even like judging the battle.
You can change that. I just found that out today in the settings. You can change that. You can turn it off where it don't make a sound.
The horn or the sound. Oh, see, damn.
Mhm.
I be watching.
I gotta hear Don DeMarco. I'm sorry.
Fuck that Don DeMarco. That should be loud as fuck.
I gotta hear the horn, man. Fuck that. Okay, we got 50 seconds. We're gonna wrap this up, man. We'll be back next Monday. We hope everybody tune in. I am June ASG Foster.
Yeah, another successful episode. It's your boy Foster Child, UC ASG. Mr. KOTD, man. That bag went up, man.
Get that man his flowers, man. Jose.
It's Jose Langston. What you thinking? I'm right here live and direct. You know what it is. Great show, y'all. Next week we back.
It might be live, but it ain't direct. Goddamn. Anyway, man, we signing off, man. Y'all be easy. Take care of yourselves. We out.
Now, you want to get into this, let's get into it. This sorry operation needs to stop. And I'm talking about some
Bang.
You know me, Jeffrey John.
I hate y'all niggas.
Rapping fast don't mean you can rap, so shut the fuck up.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
You ain't shit, 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 you ain't